Hello, I'm Krista Cupp, and you're watching the NRA-ILA Grassroots News Minute for Friday, August 3rd. I am happy to report a huge victory this week, as the Conference on the United Nations Arms Trade Treaty has broken down and will not report a draft treaty to the member nations. This is a big victory for American gun owners, and the NRA is being widely credited for killing the treaty. For nearly 20 years, the NRA has worked tirelessly to warn American gun owners about the United Nations' efforts to undermine the constitutional rights of law-abiding American gun owners by putting in place international control on small arms. NRA worked with our allies in the U.S. Congress and successfully assembled strong bipartisan opposition to any treaty that adversely impacts the Second Amendment. On 2 occasions, NRA was successful in convincing a majority of the U.S. Senate to sign letters to President Obama that made it clear that any treaty that included civilian arms was not going to be ratified by the U.S. Senate. NRA members made their voices heard on this issue as well, calling their elected representatives and urging their opposition to the treaty. As a result, 51 U.S. senators and 130 members of the U.S. House of Representatives have voiced strong opposition to the treaty. During the past week, it became increasingly clear that the conference would fail to come to an agreement on draft language. The proponents of the treaty have goals that are clearly at odds with the American Constitution. The refusal to remove civilian arms from the treaty was one major issue that led to the breakdown in negotiations. The U.S. delegation made it clear that they could not move forward with the language as it had been drafted. While this conference has failed to complete a treaty, the proponents will not give up. It is likely that a new conference will be held in the future, and NRA will continue to fight to protect the rights of American gun owners. NRA maintains its steadfast opposition to any treaty that includes civilian arms in any way. We will continue to work with our allies, particularly in the U.S. Senate, to ensure that the right to keep and bear arms is not threatened by this or any future international treaty. For more information on this story and for other important updates and alerts, please be sure to visit our website at www.nraila.org.